All right, good morning. Welcome to the Capital Area School Development Association Virtual College Fair. We are so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools with us here today. My name is Quaisha and I will be your facilitator. So before we get started, just a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of the many different sessions that are happening today, so please be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is also being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/CASDANY. Now, to get us started, I would like to turn it over to our first presenter from Bryant and Stratton College.
Hello, everyone. Let's see. Can you see my screen? I know we were just having some issues. Perfect. Awesome. Hi, everyone. My name's Riley from Bryan and Stratton College. So to get started, I just want to let you know that we have 19 campuses. I primarily work out of the one in Albany with my coworker, Alicia, and we work with high school seniors and other high schoolers who are looking to transition from high school to college. So we have a proven track record. We've been around for over 160 years, and our first college was in Buffalo, and it was opened in 1854. We are regionally accredited. When looking at colleges, this is something very important if you plan to transfer out. So this means you have a quality education and your education will be recognized by other campuses, and there's a higher chance it will transfer in. We have career programs. So we take out all of the general education minus 4 classes that are required for every student to take. This way you're learning about what program you're in and what field and how to use different things in your career field in the future. These are all of our degree options. We have business, healthcare, legal, and technology. In business and healthcare, we do offer bachelor's, but we primarily only have associate's degrees. So being accredited, you can transfer those out to continue on with your bachelor's, or you can go on and get your master's as well. Our most popular programs are business, medical assisting, and criminal justice. We do have small class sizes. This allows for you as a student to get to know your professor and for your professor to get to know you. This opens up many opportunities for you to get internships, which we'll talk about a little later. You get personalized attention and you have more better chance of focusing in the class and working with students and your professor. Again, hands-on experience, being in a small classroom, you have the hands-on experience with the professor, you get to work with your classmates on group projects, and we have a system where when you're learning, it's not you're getting lectured at the whole time. We bring real life issues into the classroom, and then we require internships by every single student at the college. This allows you to dive into the career field to see if this is the right option for you after college. And if you don't like it, there's always room to grow and advance and change your major if needed. You can earn your associate's degree in less than 16 months. So we have a full-time summer semester. And if you choose not to do that, that's completely fine. You can take the full 2 years, but if you take the full-time summer semester with fall and our winter/spring semester, you can finish within 16 months, which is great because then you can get into the workforce sooner and you can get more experience to expand your resume and build upon your own skills you already have from college. We primarily focus on students here. That's our main goal. So we have career life prep. So for path, we set the path for you or help you find the right path for yourself by talking with you, figuring out your interests. Pro, you're taught by a team of professionals here. Most of our professors, if not all, are in the professional field they're teaching in. So they're going to bring experience rather than just textbook information, which is really important. Plus, you have us for life. You can come back years after graduation if you need help with interview skills or resume building, and you could come back to the college and we are more than willing to help you out. And team, you have a full team here, academics, financial aid, careers. We're all here for you all the time, and we want you to succeed in your program, along with after graduation, we want you to succeed in your career field. We do have affordable classes. There are many financial aid options you can go over. The FAFSA did just open up for high school seniors. So if you are a high school senior, I definitely recommend getting a head start on that. You can add up to 10 colleges on there, and it will let you know what you qualify from the federal government. There is also state aid and scholarships. I cannot emphasize enough how important scholarships are. You can apply to hundreds, if not thousands of them, and you can find them almost everywhere. Definitely check with your guidance counselors. They usually will have a list of scholarships available to seniors or juniors. We are military friendly. So if you do have any benefits that could be passed down to you, or you have any from your own experience, we do accept that. We also have athletics. We have men's, women's basketball, men's, women's soccer, baseball, esports, and we are getting softball in 2022. We do offer a free college class to all high school seniors. It is called our Jumpstart program. We offer it in business, criminal justice, medical assisting, and psychology. If you attend the class for the full 15 weeks in the classroom and pass the class, you get 3 free college credits that you can either use with us or transfer elsewhere. And this is how you can request some more information. I will leave it in the chat box. And if you have any questions about it, I will also leave my contact information, so don't hesitate to reach out. We are currently doing virtual and in-person tours. We do personal tours, so you will not be with a big group of students. So you could come in with a family member or friend, sit down, go over degree programs, and we'll go over the tour and everything else. And here's my contact information.
Thank you so much for that. So our next institution we'll be hearing from today is Glenmont Job Corps.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, great. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. So my name is Shaquila. I am an admissions counselor at Glenmont Job Corps. So just a basic overview of the program. So we are a residential program. At this moment and point right now, we are only offering the residential option. Once we do have more leeway from our corporate offices, we will be looking to offer the non-residential option as well. But just for a basic overview of Glenmont Job Corps, we are the nation's largest free education and job training program for young adults. The age group that we do target is 16 to 24-year-olds. A typical day at the center is full of activities to help our students get prepared for the real world, in addition to their classroom and vocational training. So this is just an overview of the facility. So these are our dormitories. They have been recently renovated within the last 5 years. We do have 2 dorms on campus. It is 820 acres. It's located in Glenmont, New York, about 15 minutes right outside of Albany. We provide housing, it's a furnished dorm, books, supplies, childcare allotment if needed, clothing for their career training, meals, health and wellness. They don't need to have any medical or dental insurance. We do provide that for them, as well as provide them with an allowance. Specifically for the program, it's broken up into 4 specific steps. Sorry. It's broken up into 4 different steps. The first one is CSS. So this is where we try to build the communication standards for students, personal growth and development. We try to build their interpersonal skills, any type of information management and organization, multicultural awareness and diversity, and then independent living skills. So we like to say live, learn, train, and connect. Living on campus, learning through the vocational training provided. We also do offer driver's license assistant courses as well as high school diploma courses if you are a student that is coming to center without those two. So you would be able to obtain your driver's license and high school diploma before you actually do get involved with your training program. We do have small class sizes as well as, excuse me. We do have smaller class sizes as well as the actual training for your specific certificate program. And then after you do graduate, you are assigned a specific counselor that will help you either join an advanced program for Job Corps, either transition to the military, college, or an apprenticeship or position in your certificate program. Now, the programs that we offer in regards to trades, we have automotive and machine repair, we have construction, we have HVAC, so it's the air conditioning installation. We have certified nursing assistant, medical administrative assistant, security and protective services, culinary, and our advanced trade with Hudson Valley Community College is solar panel installation. So all of these trades, they're completely come at no cost to the student whatsoever. Everything is 100% free since we are federally funded. We do not require our students to get the COVID vaccination. It is strongly encouraged. Since we are a federally funded program, all staff does have to have the vaccination by December 8th. So we will be 100% vaccinated at that point in time, but the students are only encouraged to get the vaccination. And if they don't have the vaccination, when they do come to center, we will just give them a COVID test to make sure they are negative, and then they will have to be quarantined for 7 days. Now, if there's a specific trade that we don't offer at Glenmont Job Corps that the student is interested in, we have a popular program that's located in Maine. It is for our IT trade. So we do get a lot of students that are interested in the computer technology. There is a wait list. So that student would basically have to pick one trade in the meantime while they are waitlisted. But any trade that we don't have here at Glenmont, we can definitely get the student started here, and then we will go ahead and transfer them to the center accordingly. I'm gonna go ahead and put all my contact information in the chat box so you guys can have access to it as well. And feel free to call, text, or email me with any questions or concerns you may have.
Thank you so much. And as a reminder, if folks have any questions, you can go ahead and type those in the question and answer section, and our panelists will respond. And so we are now going to turn it over and hear from our colleagues over at Maria College.
Hello, thanks for joining us today. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, sounds
Okay,
good.
great. So I'm Lori Ruth, I'm from Maria College. And Maria College, a quick glance, we're a private Catholic college established in 1958. We typically have approximately 850 students enrolled every term. We do have very small class sizes. Typically, our student to faculty ratio is 12:1 or less. We offer certificate, associate's, bachelor's, and now master's programs in the healthcare industry and liberal arts programs. 83% of Maria students transfer in with credits from other colleges or universities. So what that means is a lot of times we are not the first stop, but we're the ultimate stop. We have a diverse student population ranging with ethnicity, ages, and stages in life. You can be in classes with someone right out of high school, or you can be in classes with someone much older. And that builds a lot of good rapport with the students and helps everybody learn. Our degrees and programs include nursing. We have a practical nursing certificate. We have an associate's degree where you receive your RN, and then you can come back and do your RN to bachelor's in nursing. That allows you to get your RN, enter the working world, and complete that BSN program where you're earning money. We also have an occupational therapy assistant program, and now we have a master's in occupational therapy MSOT program. You do need a bachelor's. The OTA is an associate's degree program, but you can come back and do health and occupational sciences to earn your bachelor's degree and then transition to the MSOT program. In our arts and sciences department, we do have the healthcare management Bachelor of Science. And again, as I said, we have the Health and Occupational Science Bachelor of Science. You can get an associate's or a Bachelor's of Arts in Liberal Arts and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology at Maria. Our classes are stackable, relevant degrees, healthcare focused, with also concentrations in liberal arts. We have opportunity programs for students that benefit from a Maria education. 82% of our students find in-field employment or go on to higher degree programs. Our student support services are incredible. It wraps around all student needs, academic, social, career-based. We provide free tutoring services that are exceptional, as well as a writing center that'll help you write papers and prepare you to produce a resume and cover letters. The admissions process is very simple. You fill out an application online. I'll drop this information all in the chat box. You would send us your official high school and transcripts from any colleges you attended. If you are interested in the nursing program, that would be the only time you would need to take the T's. If you're right out of high school, you could take the SATs or ACTs in place of the T's. Contact us at admission visit, schedule a visit, come see us. We will be having open houses. Wednesday, October 27th and Saturday, November 13th. We'd love to see you. You can also schedule a personal visit. We can do that either in person, or we'd be happy to set up a Zoom or a phone call with you as well. And again, I will present this information in the chat box. Financial aid, fill out your FAFSA. Our funding options, we have scholarships, we have state and local funding, loans, tuition reimbursement from employers, and payment plans through our bursar's office. We try very hard to make sure that students are able to afford their education. I'll answer questions that are presented through the chat box. And I thank you for your time today.
All right, thank you very much, Maria College. And now we will turn it over to Hudson Valley Community College. You can begin when you're ready.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rachel Jones. I'm an admissions representative with Hudson Valley Community College. We are a two-year not-for-profit college located in Troy, New York. We offer two-year programs, one-year certificate programs that can either prepare you for the workforce or give you the credits you need to transfer onto a four-year college with only 2 more years before you get your bachelor's degree. Our semesters, it's $2,400 per semester, and 33% of our students graduate with little to no debt at all. The benefit of having a more affordable option in the way of colleges is that by the time you graduate, a lot of our students have been able to find jobs and employment or transferred onto a four-year college without having to worry about the financial burden on top of it. We do offer internships within our degrees. These hands-on skills within the trades or within the different departments give you hours either towards the degree you're looking for at a four-year campus, or they give you the skills that jobs are currently looking for to employ the students right out of college. We do offer the opportunity for students to save $35,000 within the same period of time that you would earn a two-year degree with us. And we have over 80 academic programs, 20 plus of those are offered online. We have the schools broken up into three different groups. We have our School of Business and Liberal Arts that houses programs like business, marketing, fine arts, theater arts, chemical dependency counseling, digital media, as well as several other courses and programs. And here's a full listing of them. Our next school is a School of STEM, or Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. This program houses a lot of our trades programs as well as our engineering. It has electrical construction and maintenance. It has overhead line worker, auto body technology, and mechanical engineering as just a few of the different options. And here is a full listing of our programs as well within that school. And then finally, we have our School of Health Sciences. These programs can go all the way from radiologic technology, ultrasound technician, otherwise known as diagnostic medical sonography, exercise science, paramedic, polysomnography, dental hygiene, and nursing, just to name a few of them. We do have micro credentials through our programs. These are generally designed to give you employment specific credits and experience that you need for either certification exams, or if your job is requesting that you have hands-on skills towards their field to potentially be eligible for promotions, we do offer those through these micro credentials. We have over 20 online programs and evening programs, like I mentioned before. This is flexibility for our students who have jobs or families outside of the classroom that we want to make sure we can help accommodate. Each of our different programs offer those courses. Usually it's discussed with your academic advisor, but we do have a full listing on our website that indicate which programs can be done entirely online and which ones can be done in the evening part-time. We do have summer sessions and we have sprint courses available. These offer students the opportunity to complete courses that they may not have been able to complete within a traditional semester, so they graduate exactly when they anticipate. These are just, this is a listing of all of our online programs that we offer on our campus. And again, this ranges between our two-year degree programs and our certificate programs. So there's a nice variety. We have a 19-to-1 student to faculty ratio, although it usually doesn't get that high. This includes our labs, our clinical locations, to make sure that you do have a more comfortable and personal connection with your professor. Speaking from my own experience, I still use my professors as a reference to this day. They've been acting as great mentor to me and for fellow classmates and actual or current classmates now or current students now. These professors within our classrooms are actually working professionals in the field. So they're telling you as of right now what employers are looking for. So when you're in the classroom, you're not just learning about anything general within the field, you're finding out what you need to know to be ready to enter into a job once you've graduated. And they can also help you finding different opportunities for internships or employment following your graduation. We do have academic support on our campus. This allows students, if you have an IEP, or if you need additional assistance, or if you're just struggling in a class that may not be something you favor, we do have the tutors and the access through technology for each of our academic students. When you apply online, you can indicate if there are any resources that you need to know about or that you'd like to know about so that we know exactly what to provide you after applying. We do have a thriving student body. Since COVID, we've made sure to revive a lot of the clubs that we had on our campus to make sure that they knew that If they wanted to host events, we've had quite a few events going on that they are open and welcome to do that. We do have the opportunity for students to create the club if they'd like as well, with the support of a faculty or staff member. And we have over 20 intercollegiate men and women's sports. We just introduced our esports as of this last year. So if you're interested and you want to make it more of a competitive level, then you have the opportunity to do that through our campus. And if you wanted to apply, our application is absolutely free and available through our website. You fill out the application, create an account, and then all we need are your transcripts in order to accept you. I will include my contact information and the link to our website below. So if you have any questions for me later on, we'd love to have you. And we do have several upcoming events, including open houses for each of our schools. So if there's one you're interested in and you'd like to participate, we'd absolutely love to have you.
All right, thank you for that presentation, Hudson Valley. Now we will turn it over to our presenter from Drexel University. Take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Christine DeLong. I'm an Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Drexel University. I'm also a Drexel alum myself. I graduated in 2019 with a degree in marketing and entrepreneurship. So if anyone has any questions about my personal experience, I'm always happy to answer those. Drexel is very well known for being an R1 research university, which is the top tier of research in the country. Only about 34 schools have that designation. And we are also very well known for being a leader in experiential learning, which basically means that you're going to have a lot of hands-on experience within your curriculum. And then my favorite part about Drexel is that we are located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. If you have never been to our campus, I highly recommend coming to visit. As you can see in my background, we are very close to the city. You can walk there in about 30 minutes, but our campus still has that campus feel, even though we are in an urban environment. To give you some background on Drexel, we have about 14,500 total undergraduate students. This is a pretty large number for some people, but we like to consider ourselves more of a mid-sized university. And that is because only about 2/3 of those students are on campus at a time, because the other third are out doing what we call co-op. Now, if you don't know what co-op is quite yet, we'll talk about it a little bit later on. It is something that Drexel is very well known for, and it's kind of like an internship on steroids. Now, even though we do have a pretty large number of students, we're still able to keep our student to faculty ratio at 10:1, and our median class size is about 19 students. So you'll still get the opportunity to get to know your peers as well as your professors. Speaking of your professors, they are required to have office hours. So if you ever have any questions about what you're learning in the classroom, you can meet with them one-on-one during those times. At Drexel, we have over 80 undergraduate majors at the university. These fall under each of these 15 different colleges under the umbrella of Drexel University. Drexel is very well known for our STEM majors, specifically in engineering, our College of Computing and Informatics, and so on and so forth. The reason for that is Drexel was actually founded with engineering as its main major, but some of our most competitive majors are within our Westfall College of Media Arts and Design. And I mention that just because that shows the wide variety of majors that we are very well known for. In addition to all of these undergraduate programs, we also have our own Klein School of Law and College of Medicine at Drexel, which means that you have the opportunity to meet with any pre-med and pre-law advisors throughout your time as an undergraduate student. If you are looking to apply to any of those types of programs, they'll help you apply to Drexel's programs as well as others across the country or even the world. In addition, we also have over 20 different accelerated and combined degree programs. These range anywhere from a 5-year MBA program all the way up to our 8-year BA, BS, MD program, which is our early assurance program into our College of Medicine at Drexel. Now, while it's important for you to get involved within your major, it's also important to come into yourself in your college experience. So we want you to get involved in those areas that interest you. This could be through research. We have what's called our STAR Scholars Program at Drexel. STAR stands for Students Tackling Advanced Research. Through this program, You will be partnered up with a faculty member in an area that you're interested in researching. You will live on campus for free the summer of your freshman year. You will get paid a stipend for the research that you're doing, and a lot of those students will continue with that research through their time at Drexel because it's a really great resume builder. Another way to get involved is through entrepreneurship. We have our Biata Institute at Drexel, which is basically our incubator for all of our startups here on campus. This is somewhere you can just walk in and ask to hop on a project and they'll let you do that. We also have our own Lindy Center for Civic Engagement. If you are interested in giving back to the community, getting involved, volunteering, that's a really great way to do that. And then I know a big one for students is study abroad experience. We do want you to have those experiences. We partner with about 30 different countries that we send students to. We have anything from a week to 2-week experience all the way up to a traditional 3 to 4 month study abroad experience. Now, when it comes to Drexel, like I mentioned earlier, we are very well known for our cooperative education program, also known as co-op. I mentioned it's kind of like an internship on steroids. And the reason I say that is because a typical internship is only about 3 months over the summer, whereas a co-op is 6 months of experience that we incorporate into your curriculum. During this time, you're not taking any classes, you are solely working. Typically, these are full-time entry-level paid positions, and the average salary for one 6-month co-op is about $18,000. That is your money to do what you want with, whether you put it towards tuition or you go on a shopping spree, it's totally up to you. But this experience isn't just about making money. It's about test driving your career, figuring out what you like, what you don't like, so that once you graduate, you have a better idea of that. And students can choose to have 1 co-op or 3 co-ops where they'll have a 1.5 years of work experience before they even graduate. Really quickly, before we run out of time here, I do want to touch on student life. At Drexel, we have over 350 different clubs, student organizations, and intramural sports. We also are Division I in our athletics, and a big part of student life is exploring the rest of the city of Philadelphia. Definitely be sure to check us out on social media. This is where you'll find updates to application deadlines, what's going on campus, and everything like that. And also check out our website for more information about the application details. And then last but not least, this is my contact information. Even though I may not be your admissions representative, I am always more than welcome to field those questions. But with that, thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Drexel. All right, and so to close out, our last panelist we have from Verto Education.
All right, thank you so much. Give me just a second here to share my screen. All right, hopefully everybody can see that okay. All right. Hi everyone, my name is Ned and I'm here from Verto Education. Thank you for having me. And yeah, so Verto, we have our 3 pillars, which is to connect to the world, sharpen your mind, and to discover yourself. So a little bit about us here. There we go. So yeah, so basically we offer study abroad opportunities to students during their first 1 or 2 semesters of college. And I'll get more into kind of how that works in just a second. But essentially, we are a study abroad opportunity at the very beginning of college. And so with our first pillar, to connect people to the world, we offer semesters in England, Italy, Spain, Costa Rica, and Hawaii. And all of our semesters are really a way to build a personal connection to each of these places and its people. And you're not just going to be kind of a tourist flying through, taking pictures, and then moving on. It's really an opportunity to connect with the communities in each of these countries. And then our second pillar is to sharpen your mind. And so when you're doing our semesters, whether it's just 1 semester in the very beginning of your college experience or 2 semesters with us, you are going to be taking academic coursework. And so you'll be taking anywhere from 12 to 16 credits, just like you would at a normal college. And generally, all of our classes are meant to fulfill general education requirements. So very easy to transfer into your partner college of choice. All of our classes are pretty small. Generally, they cap out at 20 to 20 students. 20 to 25 students. And you can see a picture of one of our classrooms in Costa Rica right here. And yeah, our third pillar, to discover yourself, challenge yourself with new experiences that expand your horizon. You're really going to be doing a lot of hands-on learning, hands-on experiences kind of outside of our classrooms. So it's a really great way to kind of learn about something right there in the classroom, whether it be in Costa Rica or London or Florence, and then immediately go out and learn about it kind of in the real world and go to the places that you're learning about immediately after your class. And here I'll do a quick overview of all of our semesters. So we have a semester in Sevilla in Spain, and you can see a quick kind of selection of courses that we've taught in the past on the left. We will probably have almost all of them, might be some different ones, but that's just kind of an example. And again, you're taking 12 to 16 credits while you're with us. Again, all of our semesters are semesters, they're 14.5 weeks. You can get an idea of program cost and accommodations as well. So Sevilla is the only semester that we offer that you can actually do a homestay option. So you can live with people who live in Spain. And of course, they're all accredited and checked and all that. But yeah, and then we also have student residences in all of our locations. Here is a quick snapshot of our current students in Sevilla. They did kind of like a long hike from an ancient town in Sevilla and then went over to a castle and kind of learned about the geographic history of the area. Another semester that we offer is in Florence, Italy. Again, just like a ton of culture there, and similar to Sevilla and London, if you're in Europe, getting around to the rest of Europe is very, very easy. So great opportunity there. You can see, again, program costs, some of our course selection in the past. I think particularly if you're interested in art history or any kind of like culture like that, I think Florence is a great option. And again, here are some snapshots of our current students who are there right now. This is one of their first homework assignments once they got to Florence, was to kind of get out and explore and find these landmarks and take pictures with them. So that's kind of what you see here. And our semester in London, again, similar to other semesters in Europe, you can see our course selection. London offers our most kind of math centric curriculum. So you can take business class, you can take calculus, which is something that you can't necessarily take at our other locations. Yeah, and that is London. And here are our current students in London, kind of learning how to take tea, I think is what they say. So that, again, that was one of the first activities that they did once they got there this semester. Here's our semester in Hawaii. Again, course selection. Both Hawaii and Costa Rica are a lot more rural. So for students who are interested in that kind of experience and kind of connecting to the land, maybe learning a little bit more about environmental science and biology, these are great options for students. Again, course selection here, you can see program costs, you can see the kind of accommodations that we offer. And I'll show you some pictures of that in just a second. So here is the accommodations in Hawaii. It's a retreat center and community. You can see kind of the overhead shot of the campus there. And our semester in Costa Rica, again, similar to Hawaii, very rural. And our accommodations in Costa Rica are strictly dorms. So that's definitely a more traditional experience. You're basically living on a campus. And again, course selection, program costs there. Yeah, and what's cool about Costa Rica is you're living right on a campus. And so all of your meals are cooked for you. It's a very traditional kind of cafeteria style food. And it's definitely very Costa Rican centric, a lot of like rice and beans. It's very delicious. I was actually there in August and it was great. Again, here are some pictures of our current students in Costa Rica. And in the bottom right, you see a picture of one of the core academic buildings with the whole background. And yeah, this is very, very pretty. Yeah, and so basically, how does it work? The nuts and bolts of Verto. You complete your Verto application by submitting a transcript and a 500-word writing sample. You can use your college essay that you write for every other college. We totally accept that. And you get a decision back from us within 48 hours, very quick turnaround. You do 1 or 2 semesters, and then you go to your college of choice. Here are some of our partner colleges. So we have about 70 partner colleges right now. Here's just a small kind of smattering of that. But we're also able to work with colleges that are not one of our previously existing partner colleges. So if you already have your post-Verto plans all figured out, that's great. We love that, and we'll totally work with whatever college you want to go to make sure that all of your credits are transferring the way that you want them to. And finally, financial aid. So we do accept the FAFSA to apply to any of our semesters. We also offer our own need and merit-based scholarships. And yeah, so that's a little bit about that. Again, partner colleges are great. There's advantages there, but we're happy to work with any college that you're going to. And again, our tuition is very, very affordable. We offer our own scholarships on top of whatever FAFSA might offer you. And here's a quick how to apply. It's really easy. Just go on our website, click a button. Doesn't take long at all. Yeah, and I know I'm running out of time, but here is kind of a little bit about safety. We take all of our cues from large organizations like the CDC and the WHO. Yeah, and finally, you can follow our students on TikTok, Instagram. We also have our own blog. So definitely check us out there, Verto Education. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing or hearing any questions that people might have. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you to all of our panelists and presenters today. I'll ask that everyone come back on camera and offer just one little tidbit, like a little 1 minute piece of advice. So what's one thing you want students to remember about your school? And we can go in the order of which everyone's presentation. So first off, we'll have Bryant and Stratton College. One thing you want students to remember about your school.
One thing I definitely recommend for students to remember is that we are always here for you. And I know that sounds very cliche, but we are definitely always here for you. A student did just recently come back who graduated in 2004 because he lost his job due to COVID, and we helped him find a new job. So definitely remember us and definitely come back to us, and we will be here for you during your education and way after as well. Thank you.
All right, next up, Glenmont Job Corps. Are you able to unmute? We'll give you a second to figure it out, and then we'll go ahead and keep going. We'll come back around. We'll go ahead and hear from Maria College. One thing to remember.
One thing to remember about Maria is we are a small school with a big heart, and we are here to help you meet your dreams.
Love it. Thank you. All right, Hudson Valley.
Just take advantage of all the resources that are available to you. That was one thing that I never did. I was very shy, and I was too timid to ask for help when I needed it. And this ended up holding me back a little bit. So never feel too intimidated or shy to ask for help. We always want to be there for you. Even if you ask one person and they're not sure on our campus, they always try to find the best resource to connect you with. So whether that's, transferring your credits elsewhere, whether that's, am I in the right program? If that's, what kind of job am I looking for in this degree? Or I'm just not a fan of this class. How do I get through it and make it through with a good grade? We have the resources for you, and we want to make sure that you can absolutely use it to your best ability.
All right, thank you. How about you, Drexel?
One thing that I hope students remember about us is that we are a co-op school. So what comes with that is a lot of differences. We go to school all year round. You will have a lot of work experience, but also with that comes the benefits after you graduate. If you ever need to re-up your resume, get other interview experience, mock interviews, things like that, you can always come back to us. And just an overall tip is to check your emails, make sure you're reading those to make sure that you know everything about the colleges and what they're all about.
All right, thank you. And let's close us out from Verto.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I think one thing to remember about us is that you don't have to kind of follow a traditional path directly from high school to college. You can kind of zoom out before you dive into your college experience and kind of see the world, explore, think more about what you want to do with your life. And that's where we come in. That's something you can do. That's I wish it was around when I was in college. So yeah, definitely take your time and expand your mind whenever you can.
Thank you for that. All right. And so to close us out, just wanted to quickly share, thank you so much for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for any more sessions. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as other session recordings at strivescan.com/CASDANY. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.